I think what we've watched so far is a wounded bear that's very dangerous. They're playing better and more precise than they did the first 2 nights. Don't you think, Jim?
Yes, I do. Here's Corey Johnson serving for California. Croson is there, chased down by Uiato. Hartung down the middle. Great shot by Hartung. Knew that the double block would be there, so she adjusted, went right down the middle.
I'm surprised there wasn't a triple block up, because they knew exactly where the ball was going to be set, because it was a broken play. Uiato bumped it up from the 12-foot line, had to go to Hartung.
Hawaii leading 16-12 in the first set. Serving for the first time is Lelepali. Courtney Lelepali just into the game. Diving dig by McKinnon. That ball is hit over by Gihan. They will battle at the net, and winning that battle is Harari. So a point for California. Hawaii leading by 3, 16-15. Adolfo will come back into the game. She will come in for Lelepali.
Oh, what a pop-up by McKinnon just to keep the ball alive. And Hawaii, the steady senior out of Plano, Texas, puts it down.
Serving is Davis, dug up by Croson at the net. And that ball is pushed over by Vorster. Step out, and that's blocked. Hartung was there. Vorster slid over to help on that double block for Hawaii.
Vorster did hustle over, but I'm pretty sure this was all Hartung who slides out there. Hawaii tries to go down the line and tool Hartung. It does not work.
So California calls a timeout. Hawaii leading 17-13 in the first set. The series record is sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. Hawaii leads over California 8-1. There you see the last meeting on the 6th of September in 2009. Serving Uiato. 17 serving 13. Ball hit on Harari. Good back set that time by Calario. California getting the point. McKinnon will serve. Mary McKinnon. They had 22 digs against USF in that 5-setter. Uiato and Forster misses the ball. That's another point for California. Hawaii leading now by 2. Biggest lead has been 4.
That's a tough set. Even to a 6-4 Vorster, it's still a difficult timing set.
Kennan serving again. Longo, Uiato, step out, Hartung. There's Calario pushing it into the Hawaii side and gets the point, and it's 17-16. And California now comes cozying up to Hawaii in this first set.
There's one thing that Joan Calario does well, it's putting it over on 2 and knowing where the open space is. Great shot.
McKinnon serves again. Dug up by Longo. Uiato. And that ball is hit at that time by Castle. Off the block, and it goes out. That's a point for Hawaii. Hawaii leading by 2.
I think Ashley Castle loves being on the left there, taking a few swings. She's vying for that right side spot, though, with Kayla Goodman.
Hartung puts it into the net. That is not what, of course, you wanted to do. That gives California another opportunity. 17 serving, 18 serving will be Calario. Hawaii needs to stiffen. Back up by Longo, chased down by Uiato. Croson goes cross court. There's McKinnon. Calario pushes it into the back. Croson again. And California unable to react to the ball after it took a tour. 19-17, Hawaii leading by 2.
What a great back set that time from libero Ali Longo. She put it up just perfectly for Croson, and Croson challenged the biggest blocker, Johnson, at the net.
Serving for Hawaii will be Longo. That's an ace. That went off McKinnon. That was right down the line. Hawaii leading by 3. And they're at the second plateau. And they have just a bit of separation in this first set. Longo, the transfer from Penn State, will serve again. Knuckleballs it over. McKinnon waiting for it is Colario. And that ball is hit over expert play by Johnson.
Hawaii's done a good job of getting 2 blockers over on Johnson because she's so good. She's so experienced. She's tall at 6'4", lanky, got good range, and has all the shots.
If California is going to steal this first set, they've got to make their move now. Serving is Gombar. That goes off. That goes off the back of Hartung. And California now trails by 1. Dave Shoji comes off the bench, clapping his hands. He calls for a timeout. So California has the momentum. California can see the opportunity to steal this first set.
I'm not sure why Hartung was so tentative there. I think there was an out call called by Longo. I'm not positive. Usually Hartong's a little bit quicker than that. She was late to start moving out of the way.
Let's take a look at the jack-in-the-box Jack Fact. The Jack Fact is playing the Pac. Hawaii has an overall record of 143-72 against Pac-12 teams. Hawaii has a winning record against all 12 teams in the conference. That's huge.
That's an interesting Jack Fact. Even UCLA, even SC.
Let's go to Ryan Suji.
Hey, thanks, Jim. You know, all weekend long, we've been highlighting former Wahine volleyball player Jennifer Carey, who played for the Wahine from 1999 to 2002. Of course, she continues to be on the all-time career assist leaders for the University of Hawaii. Led the team to 2 Final Fours, including her final season, getting all the way to New Orleans in that Final Four appearance. It's been a busy year for Jen Carey. She continues to stay close with some of her Wahine teammates, including this past earlier this year, she went to France for the wedding of former Wahine setter Margaret Vakasausau. Also at that wedding was former Wahine Lily Kahumoku Oteanu. Carey also had a busy summer. She also went to the London Olympics, spent time with Dave Shoji there as well, and she also got engaged. She'll be getting married next summer to John Doerr. And in her immediate future, well, tomorrow morning she's going to be swimming in the Waikiki Rough Water Swim. Back to you guys.
Wow, Ryan Suji is like the Hollywood reporter. He's got all the scoops.
20-19, the most important statistic right now in this first set. Serving will be Gumbar. This is a big serve. A ball blocked right back. We are tied at 20. California handled that hit that time by Croson.
And Croson went right into the teeth of the best blocker in this tournament, Kat Brown.
Gumbar serves again. Dug up by Longo, Uiato, Croson. Croson hits it off Colario, but that'll be returned. Gihan loops it into the Hawaii side. They go to Castle. That ball comes over. That's saved. They battle at the net. Ball comes over. Tapped over by Adolfo. Still alive by California. Johnson hits it. In the air by Uiato. Longo goes to Castle. She gets it across. Advantage California. Johnson. That's in. And California leads 21-20.
Cal really playing like a wounded bear, playing with a sense of urgency like I haven't seen them in the last 2 nights.
Serving will be Gumbar. Hawaii's got to cut this short. Waiting Uiato. Adolfo is blocked back, and Hawaii confused. They're looking around. They really don't know what to do. And Hartung is one of the most confused. 22-20. Cal, they can see.
Dave Shoji's got a timeout left. I'm surprised he isn't using it right now.
5 straight points for California. They lead 22-20. Gumbar serves again. Dug up by Longo. There's Uiato. Ball goes in on the hit by Croson. And it's 22-21. Not over yet.
That was a crucial kill by Croson. Broken play. Bump set up to her on the outside. Block well formed, and Croson managed to find area 5, deep corner.
Serving will be Maeda. 21 serving 22. Dug up by Gihan. Colario back to Gihan. Off the block. Saved by Maeda. Uiato. Croson gets it across. California with the advantage. They go to Gihan. That's off the block. Longo is there. Uyato, Hartung, blocked back, saved by Maeda, saved by Adolfo. Longo gets it across. California again, the dump shot, saved by Adolfo and Longo. That ball is hit by Croson and it goes wide.
Hawaii loses that point, but it wasn't without the effort of Emily Maeda, who had, I think, 3 digs altogether. They had plenty of swings because Maeda was digging so many balls.
23-21, California. Serving will be Brown. Serves it long. Hawaii gets a freebie. So Hawaii now trying to hang on, trying to steal this first set back. Timeout has been called by Dave Shoji. He erupted from the bench. Apparently he sees something, he feels something, but he has called a timeout. 23-22 Cal.
He wants to set up the defense for this next play. He wants the serve to go in, and I think if he has enough time to talk things over with his staff, he'll be able to predict where the next set is going to go, and he'll put 2 blockers in front of that attacker.
Credit California. I mean, they came in here and everybody was looking at them saying, gee, this team just has had some hard luck. Well, luck can change, and that's what California wants to do tonight. They have come in with a different attitude. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Burger King. .324 percentage, Hawaii's hitting percentage through the first 5 matches this season.
Remember, 290 was the number last year that Hawaii hit. That was number 2 in the country. So Dave Shoji would love to keep that 324 mark all year, but it won't be easy.
23-22 to Cal. Cal of the Pac-12. California last year was 26-7. They were 16-6 in the Pac-12, and they lost to North Carolina in the first round of the NCAA tournament. So they came into this Hawaiian Airlines tournament number 25.
They've had a great run, though, since Rich Feller's been there. 10 NC2As, 2 Final Fours, and he's got Coach of the Year in 07 and 2010. Here's the double sub coming up. That's why Dave Shoji called timeout as well.
Stauber will come in. She will come in for Maeda. Serving will be Croson. Goodman also has come in to the front row. 22 serving 23. This is huge. Gets it in. That ball shanked to the side. Calario saves it, getting the ball across that time is California, but Hawaii able to get that ball down on that hit by Adolfo.